Thanks for staying with us here on Sunrise. Are you a Jamaican graduate with exceptional academic achievements? Do you want to pursue a master's or a PhD in a variety of fields? Well, this next segment is definitely for you. We'll be learning about the United States Embassy's Fulbright Scholarship, the Fulbright Graduate Student Program. Now, this prestigious award aims to support your academic journey in the United States while cultivating leadership skills and a commitment to Jamaica's development. Here to tell us more, we have the Deputy Public Affairs Officer at the U.S. Embassy here in Kingston, Holly Wheeler, and Fulbright graduate student, alumna with a doctoral degree in public administration and urban policy, Renisha Blake. What a time to be fully bright with Fulbright. Definitely, but welcome. Ms. Wheeler, first of all, how long has the U.S. Embassy been supporting this particular scholarship?
So we've actually been awarding grants in this particular program since 1979. The Fulbright program actually has many different programs for Americans and for foreign students, scholars, educators. There's actually over 20 different Fulbright programs. The one we're focusing on today is the foreign student program, which is what Renisha participated on.
Speaking of Renisha's participation, Renisha, walk us through it. Walk us through the application to the acceptance, the jubilation and joy for the acceptance, and going through to complete your degree.
Wow, Yandy, it was, one word to describe it all was just exhilaration.
Yeah.
It was an exhilarating experience from start to finish. For me, getting that acceptance and going through the phases, it's been an exponential learning and growth experience, to say the very least. I've networked, I've, just raised my standards as an individual, so both professionally and personally. And I just think that it's a great opportunity for youth in Jamaica to participate in, because you will leave that program with a community of people with which you'll have lifelong friendships.
So, Renisha, in terms of convincing them that, yeah, I'm the one, what do you think that you did well in your application process?
I was true to myself, and I think that was perhaps one of the best things that I could have done. I didn't put on a show, and so with that, I was able to express through my essays in the interviews that this is who I am, and I'm sure that I can raise the Jamaican flag high when I go overseas as well. And I think that's what wowed them, that sort of genuine and individuality, I think, is what I would have done exceptionally.
I don't think your bomb personality hurt either. Just when we met each other, I was like, okay, Renisha, I feel you. Holly, talk to us about the hows, the whens, the wheres. How do people apply?
Sure. So currently applications are open and they close on June 14th. All the information is available on our website, jm.usembassy.gov. You can also email with questions, kingstonexchanges@state.gov. You'll go onto this online application portal, you'll upload an essay, your documents of your previous education, and then we'll review all those applications and invite people for interviews if they meet the requirements.
Do you have to have done your, for instance, your GRE already, or is it that you can apply and if the university wants you, they'll take you?
So the GRE or GMAT is required. They're not due on June 14th, but they are due at some point in the process. Okay,
nice. And I know that sometimes the United States Embassy will be looking to, you play a long ball game, so sometimes you're looking to develop competencies in particular areas. Is it that you're looking for instance, urban policy, public administration? What are some of the areas that if you have a master's degree, or if you are coming in applying from this particular, where are you, what's a good degree to have?
So we don't necessarily discriminate in that way. Our goal through the Fulbright program is to increase mutual understanding between our countries. So we want to help Jamaica grow and develop, and by doing that, we want to, build capacity and send your best and brightest to amazing universities to get that skill building and education. That being said, we do focus on our shared goals. So safety and security, health, those kind of things that we are always working on together.
Those fields that are like the fabric of the society. Renisha, your field is actually very interesting. As we mentioned, urban policy and public administration. With that degree, should I already call you Doc?
Yes.
Oh, excuse me, Doc. Doc, with a degree of that nature, where does a Renisha go? What direction does she go in?
So I can tell you where I am now,
Yes.
and that's where, in transitioning back to Jamaica, I'm currently the data manager and scientist at the Ministry of National Security in the Citizen Security Secretariat.
Nice.
From first degree coming up to the master's, it was very data and research driven. I have a data agency as well where I do consultancy. And so for me, there was a clear-cut line in merging policy, research, and to some extent as well diplomacy, because that's an area that I'm also interested in. So now at the Ministry of National Security, I'm conducting research. I'm doing some diplomacy as well, because there's some negotiation always going on, and then public policies at the helm. So that's where I'm at right now. And, you know, in a few years and looking forward, I'd like to see myself as a global public policy, just someone on that stage, just doing plenty of things, not just nationally, but internationally as well.
What would you say to that person who wants to apply following watching this conversation, but they're doubting themselves?
I think you should go for it. You will always miss 100% of the shots that you didn't take.
That's right.
Go for it, because I always tell people, just start. Sometimes it's just starting. And before you know it, I mean, I was overseas like 4 months short of 4 years. And it flew by. I'm back here now, and people are like, you're back, you know? And I'm like, yes, it went by. And I think a part of it too is ensuring that I pursued something that I'm passionate in. And for me, you know, that was some sort of motivation. And so I'd say just go for it, take the shot, and be true to yourself along the journey.
Final word to Holly. Tell us again, where do people go to get the information and send on in those essays?
Yes, so please go on our website, jm.usembassy.gov, and you can see the full application requirements. They close on June 14th. And again, we're looking for people that are interested about the world, interested in cultural exchange, and wanting to build a better Jamaica.
Brilliant.
Awesome.
Excellent
Awesome.
stuff.
Thank you very much. Our guests have been Holly Wheeler, Deputy Public Affairs Officer at the U.S. Embassy here in Kingston, and Fulbright graduate student. She is an alumna of the program, Dr. Renisha Blake. Grab your gloves and your tools. Sunrise Quick Fix is up next.